Hello, viewers. So today I'll be talking about how Tinubu's illegitimacy is not stopping Nigerians from acknowledging the fact that he is not our president. So during Chimamanda Adichie's lecture at Princeton University, she introduced Peter Obi as her president. She introduced Peter Obi as the president that Nigerians truly voted for, and people have also been reacting to this. And aside from this, popular Obi Ezekwesili have also decried what the Supreme Court did yesterday in their judgment. And then we are asking this question: how are we going to move forward as a nation when the leaders we have are corrupt, when the people that INEC and even the Supreme Court now have given us as president and vice president are people that are not qualified to rule the biggest black nation in the world? So I'll be giving us details on this and more. But before I go into details on this, please do to like this video, and also please do to subscribe to our channel if you are yet to subscribe, so you get updates whenever we post a new video. See the way this newspaper reported how Chimamanda introduced Peter Obi. They said Chimamanda Adichie introduces Peter Obi as winner of Nigeria's presidential election at US Princeton University lecture. Following the February and March 2023 elections in Nigeria and the accompanying disputes, Adichie wrote an open letter to President Biden pointing out the polls' anomalies, anger and disappointment at how Nigeria conducted the 2023 presidential elections made me write US President Joe Biden. Nigerian-born award-winning writer Chimamanda Adichie has said. Adichie revealed this while delivering the inaugural Africa World Lecture at Princeton University in the United States. "I wanted to tell the story of what happened," she said, "and telling a story of what happened has become important in a world so eager to deny and distort even recent history." Following the February and March 2023 elections in Nigeria and the accompanying disputes, Adichie wrote an open letter to President Biden pointing out the poll anomalies. "I wrote it to bear witness," said the author of Half of a Yellow Sun. In the audience at Adichie's lecture was Mr. Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the election. Adichie introduced him to the audience as the man who won the presidential election. So this is it. In her lecture in the US, she introduced Peter Obi as her president, the man that won the 2023 presidential election. And it's just so obvious because this is what everyone has been saying. Even the international communities know that Peter Obi won the 2023 presidential election, but the Supreme Court went ahead to uphold Tinubu's illegitimacy, and we'll begin to wonder, how are we going to grow past this situation we are facing in our nation, Nigeria, that everything is just going anyhow? Our law has now legalized forgery. Our law is now open to anyone. They can freely commit any crime without getting any punishment for it. This is the situation we now find ourselves as Nigerians. Reacting to this on X, this person here said, "Breaking news, Chimamanda Adichie introduces His Excellency Peter Obi as winner of Nigeria's presidential election at US Princeton University lecture. Peter Obi won the election. It is very clear to everyone. You can buy judgment, but you can't buy legitimacy." And this is it. You can buy judgment, but you cannot buy legitimacy. You cannot buy the love of the people. You cannot buy what Nigerians already know, which is the fact that Nigerians trooped in their mass during the February 25th presidential election and voted for Peter Obi, but you, together with the INEC, ended up rigging the election, and then the Supreme Court ended up putting a seal on their illegitimacy. Another person here also said she knows our president. This person here also reacted and said, "Facts, those who say Tinubu won the election can't even prove it. Fearless woman." Another person here said, "Even Tinubu is aware that Peter Obi is the winner. Exceptional and brilliant woman. We know the truth, of course, but unfortunately, some people will foolishly choose darkness over light. Another person here said Nigerian politics is complex and the rule of law is unclear. Education's future is uncertain, with many graduates jobless after a decade. And this is it. Our politics in Nigeria is indeed complex. We don't even understand it. And the law is now becoming complex because we see the law, but yet our lawyers will look at Nigerians in the face and use technicalities in their judgment, not based on the law, not based on the evidence before them. Just like in the case of 25% in Abuja, we saw what they did yesterday in the Supreme Court, saying that the FCT is also like other states, that the FCT is not special. Another person here also reacted and said, that is the real winner. Tinubu is a criminal imposed by a corrupt system. 2023, Nigeria has two presidents, the people's president and INEC and Buhari selected president. This is it. We have two presidents, the person that Nigeria truly voted for, and then the person that INEC and even the Supreme Court forced on Nigerians. Also reacting to this person here said he won not just the election but the hearts of many well-meaning Nigerians, but the Nigerian spirit has long ago been broken such that they are afraid to die while fighting to regain their lost country. It's such a pity. This person here also reacted and said the kangaroo Supreme Court judgment really demoralized many of us and will further destroy Nigeria in the coming months. $1 to Naira was about 1,003 as of Thursday, October 26, 2023. Time shall tell, but I still remain obedient. So this is it. This is actually a fight for Nigeria and for her people because things are not getting funny anymore. Just imagine, like this person here just said, as of today, it's already over 1,400 Naira that people are getting $1. Just $1. You spend so much to get it. This is why Nigerians are not staying down. This is why Nigerians are out there saying that Peter Obi won the presidential election. And this is why Chimamanda is not keeping quiet. And I said it even on international platform, just the way other Nigerians are doing, to let the whole world know that the person that is currently ruling Nigeria is an illegitimate president. Also, Obi Ezekwesili has also come out to lend her own voice on what the Supreme Court did yesterday in their judgment. In a tweet on her official X account, she said, "Now we all know the true definition of a criminal enterprise gang. Some will ask, where is now the hope? Because what else can citizens who seek a good society now do in the light of judicial enthronement of criminality as an official norm? Well, take heart in this fact. History shows that every criminal enterprise carries the seed of its eventual deconstruction all the time. So do not be deceived. Nature abhors dishonest gain and knows how to deal with it from the inside." And this is it. Definitely, we know that even if they don't get to reap what they are sowing now, but in future, they are going to definitely reap the fruits of the evil they are sowing in our nation, Nigeria. Just imagine what she just wrote here. The Supreme Court allowed a criminal enterprise gang to rule our nation, Nigeria. This is something that everyone is aware of. This is something that everyone knows, that what the Supreme Court did yesterday is against the will of the people. That what the Supreme Court did yesterday is not correct. They did not give their judgment based on the law, but based on technicalities. And it was obvious from their judgment that they were just fighting and trying to uphold what the PEPT justices already did, because it was obvious they didn't even give anything different from what the PEPT justices did. In the case of Atiku, all the evidence he got from CSU that Tinubu did not get the certificate he submitted to INEC from them was trashed. They refused to accept it. This evidence that was so clear, something that was so clear, they refused to accept it, saying that it is not in their power, that it is the responsibility of the lower court to address that, and that Atiku did not submit it to the lower court, so they cannot accept it. This just shows that indeed all they did yesterday in their judgment was that they were just trying to uphold Tinubu's illegitimacy, not minding the evidence before them, not even looking at the appeal or anything that was filed before them. Their own target was just to ensure that they retain him in power. Reacting to what she said, this person here said, "Things don't work this way. The only way out of this is for the aggrieved to take to the streets and demand the disqualification of Tinubu. Nature will only leave Nigerians to experience more hardship, even worse than the one experienced during Buhari's regime." So this is what this person here said. Another person here said, "Nature abhors dishonest gain and knows how to deal with it from the inside." And this is it. This person here also reacted and said, "FBI files loading. All will soon be revealed. The saying goes, it's not over till it's over. I said it on 25th February 2023 and I wish to say it again. The Nigerian state has been captured. Nothing this generation can do about it. Maybe the next generation can." Another person here also reacted and said, "Excellent point, ma'am. Criminality will oftentimes fight criminality in a bid to show who the stronger one is. It's just a matter of time. Take heart, people. This cannot be the end. More evidence and more receipts should be unveiled as they emerge. No stopping until Nigeria awakes from this state of comatose. I gladly repeat again that if we cannot deliver an election that is backed by technology, integrity, and the rule of law, then Nigeria is going nowhere, absolutely nowhere. One thing is certain: ordinary Nigerians living in Nigeria who supported and are still supporting this travesty will live to regret it. I wish Nigerians all the very best in this race for survival. Maybe one day they will rise against their oppressors." And this is it. For Nigerians who are supporting this kind of illegality, they will one day reap what they have sown. Another person here said, "Any man who sees darkness and call it light will surely fall into the same darkness he assumed to be light. Karma is a supernatural justice that even supreme criminals obey. There is no hope in Nigeria. Nigeria has been captured. Security has been captured. Judiciary has been captured. And even INEC has been captured." So this is what this person is saying. He said that there is no hope for Nigeria, that Nigeria has been captured as a nation, that our judiciary, the Supreme Court, every one of them have been captured. But all we can do at this point in time is to hope that we will one day take back our nation from these people. Rufai Oseni here said, "The way we celebrate criminals now is shocking. I'm sure the likes of Oyenusi and Anini would have been holding political positions in modern Nigeria." Another person here also reacted and said, "Nigerian democracy produces scandalous leaders and gives criminals political position. Hush puppy will come home someday and be made the president of Nigeria." And this is it. With the way things are going, the criminality is now being legalized. You want to push away what the person have done. Someone who is not clean, someone who has records of criminality, yet you upheld him as the president of Nigeria, not minding the kind of evidence that you have against him. This person here also reacted and said, "The 7 justices of the Supreme Court panel on the presidential election petition need to hear this. 1. The justices' judgment is clearly at variance with the will of the people as expressed at the polls. This is evident seeing that Nigerians, especially young people who eagerly voted in the election, do not celebrate the judgment across the country. 2. The implications of the judgment inter alia is that the justices counted as nothing the over 400 billion naira spent for the election, the billion man-hours expended by voters in order to participate in the polls, and the over 70 persons that died due to election violence. 3. The judgment basically abrogated the will of Nigerians to elect their president by failing to look at the substantive issues that led to the obliteration of the people's will by the failures of INEC. 4. by reporting to technicalities and making any effort whatsoever to ensure that the original will of the people expressed at the polls is revalidated, the justices showed total disregard to the people's choice and absolutely no concern about the implications of having a president that will be ineffective due to legitimacy deficit. 5. By not cautioning INEC for failing to live up to its duties, the justices licensed INEC to make no effort in improving on its failures by not calling its attention to the consequences of such failures. 6. The justices basically forced a candidate down on the throat of Nigerians whether they like it or not. 7. The judgment of the justices was everything but patriotic. 8. The question that should worry every Nigerian is why would the Supreme Court justices be so unpatriotic and what else could have motivated them? 9. It's certainly not over because God abhors injustice and God's people must not accept what God rejects. So this is what this person here is saying, that it is obvious that what happened yesterday is not judgment, and these judges should ask themselves this question: why they have decided to ruin our nation, Nigeria, by putting someone who is not capable to lead the nation as the president of the nation. And this is a very big question. Why will you, because of one man, destroy the future of our nation? Thank you so much guys for watching this video. Please do also share your thoughts about the video in the comment section. Please do also like this video and please do also subscribe to our channel if you are yet to subscribe so you get updates whenever we post a new video.